think so.
I admire Gordon Ramsay tremendously because he's a man who wasn't a good-looking man for a part of his life. I think being over those stoves and ovens as intensely as he was really wrinkled his face, and his chin did that weird thing where it got like
a crease in his chin.
It turned into like a raisin where it had so many folds and unnatural folds.
Can I see his picture, Zach?
Oh, yeah,
his like chin does that when he grimaces or when he used to grimace, and he does a lot of grimacing. Maybe that added.
Slow down, Pam. I bet the TV coverage is great for Pam Anderson running.
Right, she finishes with 2 black eyes. Pamela Anderson did it in 5 minutes 41 seconds. For those that didn't get the joke,
5 minutes.
5 hours and 41 minutes. I'm stupid.
But so
he's looking good.
He's had plastic surgery. They fixed his
it's like he's
chin
sucking
there.
on something sour.
They worked on his forehead some because his forehead has always been really, really creased and wrinkled. And his hairline has done a lot of stuff. I've seen it change over the years, but I love Gordon. I love that he hasn't gone like freak mode, and like who is it the judges or used to judge back in the day? American Idol. Who's that guy? Simon Cowell. Simon Cowell went almost Michael. He's halfway to Michael Jackson.
Really?
Quarter of the way.
We saw a picture of him. He looks horrific.
Yeah, it's real bad.
Ugly, and didn't he start? He sort of had the Sammy Sosa kind of Frankenberry face he's evolved into
a little bit. I was thinking Donatella. Who's the designer?
Donatella Barbarici.
Fuck off. Anyway, she got that plastic, bloated, fake face. Donatella Versace. Yeah, she's got that crazy plastic surgery like that too. That's unfortunate. I've seen, dude, they do a better job than that at the mortuary.
Dude, on the right, he looks like my attempt at a wax sculpture.
He looks so bad on the right that I have to hope it's temporary. Like he's swollen a little bit. He should have stayed inside.
Oh, it don't even match.
Yeah,
it's wowzers. I don't know.
That's terrible. Is he? Does he do anything anymore? Like, is he still yelling at people on TV?
Yeah.
On some?
Oh,
is American Idol still?
He's got an empire of those things.
It's not that. Is it America's Got Talent? Is that what he does now? I'm mixed up.
Yeah. So
X Factor. Okay.
So I don't follow that stuff at all, but it used to be America's Got Talent. That was the story, the thing he had like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. But the thing was, Howard Stern had that job. America's Got Talent was hosted by Howard Stern, Howie Mandel, and that blonde ex model, Natasha. I don't know who. Pretty blonde lady, like model. And basically, Cowell conspired with network executives to steal Howard Stern's job. He was like, you give me the job and I'll do this on these other projects too. I'll commit to this, that, and the other. Mm-hmm. He gave them a lot of stuff that Howard couldn't do because, Howard's just given part-time on Thursday nights or something like that because he has a radio show. Yeah, Howard took that well.
He seems pretty.
Where's the doubt meme?
He fucking declared war on Simon Cowell, and there would be segments where he just went off on what a thief and a piece of shit he was for a long time, and of course everybody's there like, yeah, scumbag, can you believe it? Subhuman garbage, and then they riff on him for an hour.
How much Howard really cares? Like, is it a bit that he enjoys doing? Does he just not like that he maybe took an L and prefers to relitigate it? Or does he really wish he had that job?
Howard has transitioned from that shock jock of the 90s and maybe even early 2000s to this master interviewer and this guy who can slide in, and if you're an A-list celebrity, you're not embarrassed to take a picture with Howard Stern. You're like, oh yeah, Howard, slide in here. There was a time when that was not true at all. He was the guy who would ambush you on his show and be really vulgar to, like, I don't know, Meg Ryan or something. So Meg, why are you shaving your pussy? How are you shaving your pussy these days? Jesus, Howard, what?
You know what a tentpole line for him would be? He would have these hot actresses on his show. He'd ask the actresses to fuck him. And part of his sales pitch would be, I'm not afraid of your period. I've got my red wings. That shock stuff.
Yeah. So he got away from that, and EGT was kind of key to that, in my opinion. I think it was part of some kind of a plan to change his image, because on there, he wasn't Howard Stern. He was Howard. He was nice. He didn't want to do all the little skits that the other two wanted to do, because to them, this show is their bread and butter. It's all they've got. But to Howard, it's his side gig. So they're doing all these skits and stuff and comedy shit. And he's like, I'm here to judge. I'm here to judge and do a good job at it. And that's all I really care about. And he was kind of a fan favorite. I liked him on that show, and he pimped that show all the time on his radio show. And so when he lost that job very publicly, he went after Cowell for a long time. I love how petty Howard is.
I like it when he declares war on someone. I mean, I'd hate to be that someone, but actually maybe it would really work for me if he just declared war on PKA constantly. Like, that wouldn't hurt.
He just that could only help.
Oh no, not those millions of people.
No, get those eyes off of our stupid show.
Oh, my dislikes. Oh no.
Yeah, my dislikes. People are being mean in the
Meanwhile, I'm fucking Zombieland wiping my tears away with 100.
Yeah.